desconecta bien antes. No? One minute on you! No, today's in English, yeah?
Welcome to DanPat Journey.
Welcome, Vicky. No, normally I say with you, but Wait! Welcome, my friend, to DanPat Journey in English, episode number
18.
18, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you counted today.
Yes.
18? No, but in English cannot be. Oh, maybe it can be.
Yes. Can be
18.
because we start in
So
September.
there were like 18 episodes where someone of you was listening what we are saying. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the DanPat Journey episode number 18. What a little resume about what it is DanPat Journey. DanPat Journey, what is Vicky DanPat Journey? Today I let you speak.
DanPat Journey document our company.
Yeah. It document what we do in our company.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tea. Document what document in our company?
Everything.
Why do we do DanPat Journey every week, every day?
I don't know.
It's like in school. I don't know, teacher. Okay. DanPat Journey, it is a program that we make daily in different languages.
Yes.
Lithuanian, English, Spanish, Italian, and to come French, German,
I don't think so.
Catalan.
No.
Yes, it will be. Where we want to document our startups life day by day.
Yeah.
So all the challenge that we have here, all the problem, all the issue that we have, the strategy, the little things that every day happens in a company, and then we pick every week a topic, and we start to run this topic through all the weeks, getting feedback. What is interesting in this in English, it is that we already get some feedback, so we can develop a little bit the argument. Maybe if you saw it in another language, in your languages, you can, but you speak in English and not like Fausto.
Yeah.
So you can even listen and get some additional part. What about do we speak this week, Vicky?
About communication.
About communication.
And about communication.
Attention, yeah, about advertising.
Advertising also for the small medium company.
Yeah, the main topic that we started to develop this week, it is, do a small and medium-sized company need to advertise? Because we started to sell something, we are starting to sell the value that our content producers are creating here in LiveDinner and finding sponsorship for them. So if you are a content producer, if you are someone that wants to speak about something, that you have something interesting to communicate, or you are a company that you want to associate your name to those topics, get in touch with us. But we started to sell, and the first, of course, let's say, obstacle we had, it is to answer the question, but we are a little company, we don't need advertising. And I started to say, wait, what does it mean you don't need advertising? Do you need to communicate? So the answer normally is yes. There is really very small business, very small activity. It can be even not a business, it can be a ONG, it can be a non-profit, it can be an association and so on, that do not need to communicate. It is almost impossible. Even if you are, I don't know, an institution, you need to communicate with the public. I really struggle to find some activity that doesn't need to communicate. So, if you need to communicate, maybe it's a good idea to communicate at a scale. So, not just with your neighbor, not just with your friends, but to try to spread the what you want to say. And then we started to speak about why companies communicate. Normally, the big dual different it is: do I want to sell, or do I want to make brand, to market my companies, my philosophy, and so on. And normally there is this choose that company do. Okay, we will communicate just for sell. So affiliate system, direct selling, and so on. Other are like, okay, we just do self-awareness. We don't try directly to sell. So what it is important, sell or branding? That's the big question that we spoke this week. And what's your idea, Vicky?
And branding, of course.
You say branding.
Yes.
I say both. I say both.
First branding, and then selling.
I like very much your opinion, Vicky, because normally company, they do the opposite way. They do the other thing. They say, okay, we need to sell, we need to make money, and then maybe when we will be big, we will think about branding. But really, if you take the biggest brand that still today are in the market, and maybe they was born in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s, they are a company which they didn't invest so much to the direct selling, but they invested a huge amount of money and of effort into branding. Because if you want to sell, you need to be trusted. And if you want to be trusted, you need to build your reputation through visibility, through awareness. People have to be aware, have to know you. We were speaking in this week about what is the first thing you need if you want to communicate something to someone. If I want to tell to you something, and you are like scrolling your mobile phone, will be effective?
No.
Maybe not, because your attention and take note of this word. Your attention is somewhere else. So first thing I need to get it is attention. Attention. I wanted to write. Attention. Attention. Great, Pastor. Why attention? Because I like okay, I'm joking for some internal stuff. Why attention? Because as our producer there said, because he was there, attention, he studied, attention is time. So if I'm trying to get your attention, basically I am trying to get your time. Because in the moment that you are scrolling the mobile phone, you are spending time. So if I'm so good that I can distract you from there and you pay attention to me, I'm buying your time. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the only way that I can convince you to do something. To buy something, to move on something. If I don't have your attention, how you can listen to me? Impossible.
Impossible.
So then we started to speak about where is today the attention. If we decide that it is a need to communicate, if we decide that advertising it is the best way to communicate at a scale, because I can communicate word by word, but if I want to communicate and to be so maybe, I don't know, we are doing those videos, those very homey video, but people are watching us from all the world. It's incredible. The other day I took the stats and they see that someone is watching us from
New Zealand.
New Zealand, from New Zealand, from Thailand, from Lithuania, from China, from Singapore. It is incredible, incredible. So if we decided we wanted to be listened worldwide, not just from our neighbor, so we decided to put advertising. We decided that we need attention. Where do we find this attention? And then we started to ask here inside in the company, where is your attention? So what is, for example, now in this moment doing our
The
producer
phone.
there? Tell.
No.
What is doing Fausto? So he's watching the mobile phone.
Of course.
Is it? Okay, now he's our friend here reading a newspaper. No. He's watching television. No. He's listening to radio. No. He's watching mobile phone. We were speaking about television. We were making a poll here in the company. And no one in the company, 12 person, is basically constantly watching television. The only one are me and another guy who we are watching sport. But even that, I'm watching from my mobile phone and so on. And when I want to watch movies, where do you watch movies?
Yes, of course.
Where?
iPad.
iPad? Okay, but on which platform? On some platform?
Yes, of course. Netflix, for
Netflix.
example.
People are not watching television, people are watching Netflix. We are living, Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, we're living in a war. I remember, I think, that it is very, very interesting. I remember that in the 80s, where we were going to school, now you are too young, but when I was going to school,
In the 80s, no.
no, in the 80s you was even not born, but when I was going in the school, like I was going to sleep quite early, and I was very frustrated because the day after, all my friends, they were speaking about what did they watch on the television, and basically all they were watching the same things. So, or they were watching, I don't know, Happy Days, or the football match, or the, I don't know, Ben Hur movie, or something like that. Bud Spencer, and everyone, they were watching the same things. So, the attention of the people, it was very channelized. Today as today, it would be impossible. If we come to the office and say, what you did yesterday, I watched basketball, you will have watched, I don't know, House of Cards, the other one would have watched the rugby. Because we live in a war where we have everything at our disposal and on demand. So if now I wanted to watch a rugby match, I just put on YouTube and then watch the rugby match. If you wanted to watch House of Cards, you go and you watch it. Everything is on demand. So, where really is the attention of the people? It's not on television, it's not on the radio, it's not on newspaper, it is here. Here. On these things. On these things.
Little things.
These little things. All the attention of today's world is on this stuff. Yeah. These little things. On the top. Simple as that. Simple. Simple as that. So, if the attention is here, and mainly in the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, all in the social media, Musical.ly, which now changed the name and so on. Why people, why companies, why media agency are still putting a big share of the advertising budget on the television if people are not watching that? And even when people are watching that, even if by any chance you decide to watch television, and it is really a rare thing, but you decide to watch television, when come advertising, you take your phone You take your phone, so it is really unuseless.
Or also change channel, for example.
But really, now I would like that people that are listening, they try to make an effort. I remember at least 10 advertising of the 80s, 90s. I remember the Kinder, the Omino Bianco. I remember a lot of those. Try to make an effort if you remember at least one advertising running in television. Now.
No.
It come to your mind?
No.
Me neither. Okay, maybe someone of you will say yes, one, but it's not there. It's in the social media. And by the way, what is ironic on that, what is very funny, it is that it's not just that the attention is not on the television, but it is that the price of what we get on running advertising here, it is incredibly lower than what we get on running on television. So not just the attention is not there, but it is incredible underpriced. And the other, it is incredible overpriced.
Yeah.
So you decide. And even if it is not enough, it's not just underpriced, it's not just efficient thing, but it is very, very targetized. So you can get exactly the kind of public you want. So for example, in television, in radio and so on, if I wanted just to make my advertising campaign, I really don't know who is watching my program. I even don't know if he's really watching my program, because the calculation it was made on very complicated system and so on and so on. Now you can choose to who you want to address, but not just to who, you can choose the real person.
Yeah.
So you can choose the age, you can choose of course the sex, male or female, location, but location, you can even choose the city neighborhood where these people is living. You can choose the street. You can choose what this guy like
the hobbies
or dislike.
Yes,
you can choose if he's married or divorced. You can choose if he's single or really.
Yes,
a lot.
I know.
You can choose the language that those people are speaking. It is really incredible. So that said, because we have just 5 minutes, I had a lot of other things that I wanted to speak about, but I will make shorter. What we want to do at LiveDinner and what we ask you to think about, it is that if you want to communicate, what we think it is today the most effective way by any means, it is producing videos for the social media. So we think that the most effective way to communicate today, it is in the social media, and we think that in the social media, the most effective way to speak with people, it is to produce video. It catch much more the attention of the people, and it is much more direct because they see you. It is honest. In social media, different from television, you can act, but people is looking for truth. Is looking for, when you are looking for a friend, you are not looking about. You want to see what is really doing. It is like a real time show and so on. You want to see the truth of the person. So if you sit down, you cannot mask yourself. You speak with your head, with your heart, and people will recognize that. So we think that's the most effective way. Now, there are some people that are doing it like a job. They are already, of course, influencer, YouTuber, and so on. But we believe that there is a huge amount of people that they have something to tell, and they don't need, like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, to dream about going television to be the protagonist, to be the character of some program. They can be their own media channel. So we want to find those people. We want to invite those people to get in touch with us. If you have a program, if you have a project, if you have a company, if you are just passionate about anything, to decide to put it on the screen. And we want to give, even not sell, to give for free to those people the most important thing that there is in the world. It is time. So we want to give them time. What does it mean? They will not need to make post-production, to editing and so on. They will not need to take part to the distribution process. We will carry it for them or together, it's not a problem. And most important, they will not think about how they can get extra value from that, because there is a first value coming by default, which is the visibility, but there is an extra value that this product can be sold. So we can find a company who want to associate their name, their brand to this content, and they will get a revenue on that. So that's our dream. That's what we wish for everyone, to get easy access, to spread their idea. I'm so excited about that. We are working hard on that. And if you if you want to cooperate with us,
Get in touch with us.
Get in touch with us. And if you're in Barcelona, come here directly. If you are not, we will try as soon as possible to give a feedback to you. And I think that very, very nice things can start from there, can start from this point. And I hope, Vicky, that in 10 years we will watch those videos and we will laugh with really positive energy and say, we started something big, we started a dream, and this dream will come true. Yeah, today I'm we believe it. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time.
Next week.
I wish a happy Easter to everyone, and see you next week with DanPat Journey and Super Duper Vicky.
Maybe.
Maybe. Where are you going, Vicky? Kiss.